Disclaimer: this video is for educational purposes only and is not medical advice. Always consult with a licensed healthcare provider before starting any new dietary or health routine. Can apple cider vinegar actually help lower blood sugar? A brand new 2024 study might finally have the answer. If you're living with type 2 diabetes or pre-diabetes, you've probably heard people mention vinegar as a home remedy. But does the science back it up? Let's break down what this new study found, how apple cider vinegar might help, and whether it's something worth trying in your daily routine. Before we dive in, let's quickly explain what type 2 diabetes actually is. Type 2 diabetes is a chronic condition where your body becomes resistant to insulin or doesn't produce enough of it. Insulin is the hormone that helps move sugar from your blood into your cells, where it can be used for energy. When your body becomes resistant to insulin, sugar builds up in your blood instead of being absorbed. Over time, this can lead to serious complications like nerve damage, kidney failure, blindness, fatigue, and more. The good news? Type 2 diabetes is often manageable, especially with the right lifestyle tools. And this is where apple cider vinegar might play a supporting role. So let's talk about the study. Researchers conducted a meta-analysis in 2024, which means they gathered and reviewed the results of multiple past studies to find patterns. In this case, they analyzed 7 separate clinical trials where people with type 2 diabetes took apple cider vinegar regularly. They focused on 4 key health markers related to blood sugar. First was fasting blood sugar. This is your blood sugar level after not eating for 8 to 12 hours. And it's one of the most common tests doctors use to check for diabetes or pre-diabetes. Second was hemoglobin A1C. That's your average blood sugar over the past 3 months. A lower A1C generally means your blood sugar has been better controlled over time. Third was insulin levels. Insulin is what helps your body absorb sugar. Low insulin or poor insulin response can cause blood sugar to stay high longer than it should. And fourth was something called HOMA-IR. That stands for Homeostatic Model Assessment of Insulin Resistance. Don't worry, it's not as complicated as it sounds. It basically tells doctors how resistant your body is to insulin. A higher HOMA-IR number means your body is struggling to use insulin properly. So what did the researchers find? People who took apple cider vinegar had an average drop in fasting blood sugar of about 21.9 milligrams per deciliter. That's like going from a blood sugar level of 135 to around 113. A pretty noticeable improvement. They also saw a drop in hemoglobin A1C by about 1.5%. That's significant, especially when you consider that some prescription medications only aim for a 1 to 2% reduction. Insulin levels also went up slightly in people taking vinegar, which may suggest that their body became a bit more responsive to insulin. However, the vinegar didn't make much difference in HOMA-IR scores. In other words, it didn't significantly reduce insulin resistance in the short term. So it's not a miracle fix, but it does seem to help in other ways. Now here's where it gets even more interesting. The researchers also looked at dosage. They found that for every 1 milliliter of vinegar consumed daily, fasting blood sugar dropped by about 1.2 milligrams per deciliter. That means even small amounts might help. But people who took more than 10 milliliters a day, just under 1 tablespoon, saw the best results. So if you're wondering how to take it, here's what's commonly recommended. Mix 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar in a full glass of water and drink it before meals. Never drink it straight. It's acidic and can harm your teeth and throat lining if not diluted. If the taste is too harsh, you can add a little honey or lemon juice. Just avoid sugary mixes, since sugar would cancel out the blood sugar benefits. Now let's talk about safety. Apple cider vinegar is generally considered safe for most people when taken in moderation. But there are a few things to watch out for. If you have ulcers, chronic acid reflux, or low potassium levels, vinegar might make those conditions worse. Also, if you're already on blood sugar medications, combining them with vinegar could cause your blood sugar to drop too low. That's why it's so important to talk to your doctor before adding anything new to your routine, even something as simple as vinegar. So is apple cider vinegar a miracle cure? No. But is it a cheap, accessible, and science-backed option that might help support better blood sugar control? According to this new 2024 study, yes, it just might be. When combined with other healthy habits like regular exercise, balanced meals, and proper sleep, apple cider vinegar could be a helpful tool in managing blood sugar. And because it's affordable and easy to find, it's something many people can try without spending a fortune. Let me know in the comments. Have you tried apple cider vinegar for blood sugar or digestion? What's been your experience? If you want more science-backed, natural remedies explained in plain English, hit that like button and subscribe. And don't forget to share this video with someone who might find it helpful. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.